guys, Ian Anderson, Central Coast Disc Golf. We are back for some more Zootown Open in Missoula, Montana, and I'm again joined by the one and only Christian Dietrich. Not your best 9, but we got 9 more left to go. You ready to do it?
I'm totally ready.
That's my man right there. All right, guys, let's get to it. All right, there are your scores after 9. Double G leading, but Doss is making up some ground. You and Joe lurking, and we're on to hole 10. Another really fun-looking hole to throw, Christian.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they call this one Cape Canaveral sometimes because you just want to sit there and launch your entire bag at this thing. I mean, it is just such a visually appealing hole. You got the whole valley spread out to you on your right. And, yeah, I mean, this one, it's right there, even though it's 567 just because it's downhill, or 591, I guess. So, yeah, boy, lots of fun to throw.
Sure is. That is Doss ripping a force. This is tracking beautifully. Wow.
Yeah, fantastic shot. I mean, obviously the line was just completely pure, so, I mean, he's just got just a little bit of meat left.
Mm-hmm. Joe, taking a slightly different line, but looking great as well.
Yeah, looks like oh, nice. Yeah, he did get around that tree. So, yeah, he'll have a great look as well. These are a couple great shots so far.
Mm-hmm. Double G. Man, can he spin a disc, Christian?
Oh, man, just the hit. The hit is just so awesome. I mean, kids, if you want to see where power comes from, just look at slow-mo of Double G and just see how much acceleration he gets in his core.
It is unbelievable. Unbelievable is this drive too, Christian. What?
Hey,
my man, what a shot, dude. X-Cal?
Yeah, just kind of a medium X-Cal that'll flip into it a little bit.
Oh, Joe,
not quite.
Looking to kick off a star frame, but like you said, just a little bit high. Doss from short right for the bird.
Nice putt. Yeah, I mean, obviously Nate's just so solid. Just keeps having good holes, and that's what it takes.
And he does. Garrett with a typical Garrett putt, no chains required.
Sneaking it in.
He just kind of throws it in the bucket. And what a drive, Christian.
Yay.
I'm sure you've put it closer, but that had to be one of your better ones.
Oh yeah, no, I've hit this basket off the skip before.
Have you?
Boy, yeah, it's just so much fun. And I tell you what, when you launch your whole bag for just years and years, nearly every day, you're bound to get one.
Truth. There are 3 birdies. I don't think that's probably ever happened for a card on that hole.
No, I don't think so. I mean, boy, what good shots. So, yeah. And obviously Joe almost had one too. So, yeah, we had some great throws on that one.
All right, hole 11, par 5. Kind of a soft par 5 for you guys, honestly.
Yeah, I think so. You know, it's got plenty of teeth in there, and this is one that is a special hole for Zootown Open. The normal hole is not quite so crazy from up all the way in the parking lot there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you know, you can go with the hyzer play for the eagle, or you can you know, kind of go over to the left and play for your 4. Yeah, Nate's got a nice, just safe shot, and he'll have options. He'll be able to either attack it or kind of go up the left there.
Right on. Double G just absolutely smashing a destroyer. This is so gross.
I just can't even tell you how gross this is. I mean, it is just in a place that I've never seen anyone be, and it just completely changed the hole. I just couldn't even believe seeing that shot, where he landed, and kind of what he was looking at after that. You know, I mean, I feel like you got a lot of people throwing fairly big, you know, 500-ish foot drives, and we're like 150 behind Garrett. I mean, I just can't.
When we got down there, I could not believe how far he was up there. Like, it is unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, he's turned what used to be like an eagle shot, this one that Nate's about to take, to try to get all the way up there and put it close. He's carrying out of bounds that entire way and just sneaking back in. So that's kind of what gives it a lot of the difficulty. But Garrett is practically throwing an approach shot on a par 5.
Yeah, I think he throws his rock on his next shot here coming up.
Oh, that's just crazy. I mean, just shows you what power can do.
Yeah.
Even if it's you know, you're not actually trying to, you know, park a hole, just attacking holes differently. And you know, there was danger, and he just just decided to go for it anyway, and man, did he get rewarded.
Sure did. Pretty good looking second shot there by you. And here is where Garrett landed. And you're not joking about 150 feet farther. Like,
That's just insane.
I guess he went long. He did that in round one. He went long, so he came up a little bit short there. But still has
I think I was on the tee ahead of him round one, and he hit the basket in two.
That's what it was. Oh!
Yeah, I got to make that one.
You hit the chains in three, but unfortunately does not stick. And Doss just stole your putt. He didn't want to.
Yeah, he should learn. He should learn to not imitate someone's putt who's not as good at him at putting.
Joe, solid eagle right there.
Yeah. I mean, right, it's right there. If you've got kind of two big drives to get that eagle, but it's no free lunch.
Or one big drive and a little baby upshot.
Yeah. Or one big drive and a glorified putt. My God.
Oh,
there we go.
gee.
There's the smile.
That guy, man. He's a great guy to film too, man. Just always smiling.
Man, I really like Garrett. Great guy to play with. I mean, just always in the right mood. Always positive with everybody else on the card, and he's a real treat.
Yeah, much like yourself, honestly. As you bust out the little smirk. With your ring.
Oh man, well, gosh, obviously the round hadn't been going so well that thus far, and I was up there for my three and just couldn't quite get it.
Yeah, I see. You salvaged the bird though. Not too bad. Hole 12, very, very gettable.
Yeah, this one really is maybe even the most must get. I bet it has the lowest scoring average, except maybe for folks overreaching and getting a 4 because of a 3 putt. But you're going to be right there, really, no matter what. Looks like Garrett maybe a little strong here, but he'll have a look.
Yep. Yeah, definitely a little bit long there.
Yeah, boy, actually, that did carry on him. I mean, you really can throw a kind of a putter. I throw a Champion Classic rock, just something that's pretty slow and should be able to get right there.
Yeah. Not a bad looking shot there from Joe. And looking at a wasp throw from Mr. Doss.
Yeah, and honestly, if you fade out right in front of that one tree that's in your line, you actually can have some pretty good results because you can get pin deep and just right above it. But the pure line is trying to go around to the right of it. So, sort of like that, except get up there.
That classic rock shot will work. We got Garrett coming back towards the basket with his Sonic, it looks like.
Yeah, he'll sure be disappointed in that one. This is really an approach. This is not as hard as the approach he even just had. So
Truth. Doss with the putter, getting that thing working again, as will you.
hey,
Sometimes you gotta tell that basket what's up, Christian.
Oh, my putter was getting ideas.
It was.
Oh, that would have been a heartbreaker after that one earlier. So
Definitely. There's Joe and Double G, birdie and par respectively. And we'll check out that wet basket before we check out our wet scores. And Doss gaining more ground on Double G there. Only 2 strokes back.
yeah, and just keeping these rounds good. I mean, we've got the difficulty in the course is really coming up in these last 6 holes.
Yeah.
As far as where you can get into trouble, but yeah, those guys have all got great rounds going.
Man, I feel like this hole is one you got to throw a bunch to figure out. The line is not super obvious. I don't want to say. I don't know.
Yeah, you can get something serviceable by just kind of figuring out where the big gap is and kind of throwing straight and having it fade out left there. But yeah, to really just get the actual correct line, it does take a little bit of practice.
Mm-hmm. Joe throwing it way up there, crashing towards the basket. Looks to be short.
Yeah, he came in a little short, but gosh, sometimes you can kind of end up in a great spot if that's what your tee shot looks like. There's a little luck factor at the end of this hole for sure.
Yeah. Doss, this looks a little bit better.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Wow. What a shot, Nate. What are you reaching for here?
No, I think I got an XCal in my hand on this one too, just to throw it up high and then just have it crash and sort of the blunt object approach to the hole.
Sure. Oh man. Wow.
Yeah, that's a real bummer of a result because if I just drop right there, I've got 40. So I'm disappointed to walk up there and see my disc upside down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Far away.
Oh, Garrett splashing up in the air. Huh. Not terrible.
Yeah, no, he'll be. Frankly, that's just fine since he hit something a little early there.
Yeah, true. We saw the trouble you can get into with an early hit with AJ's round 1. That was quite the adventure. I don't know if you've seen that one yet.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. It involves a lefty tomahawk from AJ, which that should tell you something. Double G, bit of a weird bid there. Usually gets it a little bit closer.
Yeah, he should have no problems.
Yeah, good comebacker. And Doss with a stroke on the card right there.
What a two. Just a great line. I mean, exact line he was trying to throw, and sometimes that even works out.
All right. Isn't that nice? I think he's just one back to Double G now. Yeah, there he is. You and Joe lurking just a couple more. And we're going to be looking at hole 14, which is a pretty tricky little par 3 here.
Definitely. I mean, if you go early left, you're real fortunate if you're getting up and down without some heroics. So you're trying to kind of crash this gap that the drone is flying through, or you can kind of just play the percentages a little deeper and not even try for that line and just kind of crash that stuff a little bit long and right of the basket. Honestly, it works out pretty well, and there is a line. So Nate might be doing that, or he might just absolutely be puring it.
Yep, that he did. What a shot.
Yeah, I mean, really, really tight from the tee to get there.
Mm-hmm. Joe? Looks like a Thundy.
Another great shot. Jeez, boy, that is not an easy gap to hit off that tee.
No, it isn't. Tons of trees. Miss. Feels like a T-bird hole. Is that what we're going to see?
Yeah, especially with my just kind of play to get back in there and then just hope to kind of go through those woods there.
I like that one.
Yeah, because you just don't want to be too left. And so for me, that just kind of is the higher percentage play.
Cool. Double G, ripping it up the middle. Same as the other 3. Everyone's going to be putting here.
Yeah, just 3 really incredible shots to hit that gap. I mean, boy.
Yeah, really well done. Here is your look for the birdie. Christian, that was going in without that tree.
Oh, well, we can just persist under that guesstimate.
I will. I'm fairly confident. There's Joe making his comeback too. Double G from a pretty similar spot.
Yeah, these are just great.
Yeah, his putter's working.
Yeah, a lot of good putts on the card.
Yeah, definitely. That's another one, good one for Doss, and you will be dropping in your par, which I believe is the only one.
Football.
It's the camera. It was a funny angle.
I got my dad's old ski parka on right now. I had rain protection, but it was cold. It was cold and wet.
It was.
So, last minute, I was just, I was staying with my dad since he used to live there in Missoula, and I said, do you have a jacket I could borrow just in case? So Innova, I swear, I'm wearing a polo and a hat under all that stuff.
No, hopefully nobody snitches on you. Hole 15, par 4. There's a couple different ways you can play this one.
Yeah, your second shot is going to depend, a lot on where your first shot lands, as far as kind of what access you have to this little tunnel that the drone just flew up.
That's where the basket was. Sorry.
Yeah,
they pulled it before I could fly it the next day.
Temporary hole, but I mean, Nate's he's off a little left there. You really kind of want to just go absolutely straight, as you see the path kind of leading you, and then hopefully you have a little bit of a more approachable shot. I think Joe is just going for distance here, trying to get way up there and figuring he can make something work.
I think Garrett, is he going to lay down a roller here for us? Yeah.
Oof.
This is wild, Christian.
Yeah, boy. I mean, and you can get way up there. I find that, gosh, a 250 or 300 foot straight on look at this basket's really no worse than some of the 150 foot looks you can get up and right. That turned that over a little more, but as you can see, there's a lot of trouble on this hole. Kind of have to be a combination of pinpoint accurate and a little fortunate to get a clean look.
Sure. Doss's second shot made it about halfway there from where he was, and you're getting creative here, Christian.
Oh, just throwing the kitchen sink at it, I think.
Was that a Sexton forehand roller?
Yep.
Nice. That was a great shot from Joe. Wow.
Fantastic shot.
Yeah, and Garrett, it's a really blind shot from over here on the right, and he's trying to spike it in, but just gets shot down.
Yeah, right, and he had an incredible shot to get all the way up there, so it just shows you just how kind of not a route there is from most places on this hole. I mean, it's totally legit. I mean, the center tunnel there is, is plenty big, but at the same time, you just gotta get a good shot.
Yep, it's not a gimme. That's for sure. There was Garrett with a birdie bid. He'll settle for par. Here is Joe for the bird, and I believe the only one.
Yeah, and you'd expect at least two of us to get it, but it's a tough hole, and if we're just a little off on the drive, as really none of us laid it right into the gap there, it's no free lunch for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely a two great shot par 4 as opposed to a and a good shot. You gotta throw two good ones there. Everybody else cleaning up pars there as Joe gets a stroke on the card. He's getting in the mix there. Just 3 back of our leader, Double G, who's 1 on DOS. And we're going to be getting into hole 16. It's a straight up doozy, Christian.
Mirkwood, the evil forest. I mean, yeah, this is sure the signature hole as far as difficulty is concerned on this course.
You guys call this Mirkwood?
Yep.
Apparently, hole 17 at Morley in San Diego is called Mirkwood, too.
Hey, well, if you got evil trees that are going to come out and ruin your day, then it's a great disc golf name for sure.
It's like this hole, but it's only 170 feet. Joe, a little more right than you want, Christian?
Yeah, a little bit, or even just a little more long than you want. You kind of have two options. You can either try to play this dog leg, with the hyzer that, probably stands up a little bit, or you can kind of just lay up to the edge. Nate's going for it. I'm trying to, get most of the way down there. And you can find some awkward lies there, but obviously he's pretty darn close. So he'll like that.
Yeah, that was a great predator shot. Here is that Destroyer from Double G's hanging out with Doss down there. Wow.
Yeah, both those guys got at least a little bit fortunate to get all the way down there, just because you are just navigating through some trees. But you gotta try. So as you can see, I'm kind of just doing a little bit more of a layup to the corner play and having trouble with that. But I generally play like a 2 mid-range approach on this hole.
Is this double classic rock shots?
Yeah.
Okay. That one got most of the way there, and gosh, tough to find a lick from over here.
Yep. There'll just be one little gap, but yeah, tough to not hit something.
Yeah, I think he'll actually take that tree hit though. It kept him up on the hill.
Yeah, a little, something technical. up there. This is just crazy. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
Just laying up easily.
Solid 3. What a drive. Joe unable to save that 3. And maybe I take that back about that tree hit. You might have got a little closer without it. And here is your attempt at a 3. Right?
Hey.
Good
Hey, every now and
Christian. There's that guy. Joe coming back for his 4. I think the first time I ever filmed you, you went out and shot a course record. Isn't that right?
Me?
Yeah, right? Wasn't it?
I don't even remember.
I think so.
There's just been so many times.
It does happen on the regular. I'll give that to you. Then Kevin Sheehan broke your record the next year. That kid.
No, I'm not aware. I've already blocked out any of that.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, hole 17. It's long, but you don't want to go past the basket on this one.
Yeah, this is just set out on a little peninsula. You can see it's not the normal hole. It would probably just get crazy with erosion. Where I can't tell who that is, but someone's standing right at the pin there.
It might be Kevin. It might be.
Oh, nice. Yeah, maybe. Hey, Kev. Yeah, I mean, this is a tough hole, really, because you really don't want to fade out left, and there's just trees the whole way. And if you're looking to dial up an absolutely perfect shot, I would recommend just doing that.
Nate Doss with that buzz. Just disgusting. Perfect shot. Double G got that Color Glow Rock 3.
This is another great shot. I mean, I think your main goal is to just to finish right or straight, and just not left or long.
Mm-hmm. Looks like classic rock.
Yeah, I just kind of mashed a classic rock, and oh man, I would have been right there, but got a little bit of a look at it.
Yeah. Mr. Rovere looks like he's got his USDGC rock. That's 3 rocks and a buzz for those keeping score at home on this hole. Joe with an early tree hit, looking at his second shot. No gimme par from here.
No, this is a very tough green to approach from any distance. He gets a great break there.
That sure was. That thing was cooking. Double G's putt just is amazing sometimes.
I love it.
Just dropping it right in, man. He's got that thing working. And got a little gap between the trees here.
Yeah, I should be able to make it, but not quite.
Almost. Nate Doss.
Just so many remarkably smooth and just right under the basket shots this round by Nate. I mean, just awesome.
Yep. Also a great guy to film. Tons of fun having him on a card. I love Nate. When he gets a bad shot, he gets really fired up for about 2 seconds, and then he's good. He's real good at
Yeah, he's seen it all before. I remember when I was first starting to play. Nate was already a world champ, and he was all of like 17 at that point. But I mean, he's been at it at the very, very top of the game for a decade plus.
Yeah.
Not many people say that.
It is truly remarkable. Hole 18, pretty solid forehand hole here, Christian.
Yeah, you got out of bounds lining the whole left of the fairway, and because there's so many trees, backhands, if you hit a left side of a tree, I mean, you're just going right out of bounds. So forehand really is the right play here. You see some thumbers and see some successful backhands, but it does set up real well for a nice forehand.
That looks like a predator forehand from Nate. Looks like he overcorrected from round 1, and here is a forehand from Double G. Almost worked.
Yeah, almost disaster too.
Yes.
But if we really want to see what a disaster looks like, it's right.
What was that?
Oh, I remember that. I don't know.
What was the disc though?
Oh, I think that was either that Champ Glow Eagle that I like to throw, or maybe it was a Sexton Firebird.
It looked like the Eagle. Yeah. Here is your second shot. Oh no.
Yeah, boy, this is a tough one to take a 4 on because, the 2 is just right there and, you figure 3 at worst.
Yeah.
But then you get punched in the mouth and you're laying up from 80.
Oh, man. DOS for the 2. Man, Kevin had a heartbreaker for round 1 with that spit through. I don't know if did he tell you about that one?
Oh, no.
Yep. DOS gave it a go, but he'll settle for par. Joe for the 2. Oh.
So close. And, you might have thought that Joe Rovere had a bad round because he, seemed to be, just missing, a number of putts. But he just put down a 1050, I'm pretty sure.
Did
and
he really?
both Nate and Garrett went 1070, 1080. So here I am, just the back of the bus with some like 1,008 or something, just getting blown out on my home course. So that was exciting.
They threw some fire.
They sure did, and just stayed out of trouble. I think that's a real lesson. There's a real lesson. Just you just got to keep clean at Blue Mountain, and there's there'll be a few birdie opportunities, and if you can convert those and make sure your bad shots aren't earning you bogeys and doubles, so you're gonna shoot great rounds. I mean, because there's a lot of trouble out there, and a lot of people were finding all of it, especially in that weather.
That they were. It was quite the adventure. That was our second camera guy, Matt. Can't thank him enough. Did an awesome job. Christian, thank you again. Now we got one more round, and we are out at the golf course for the final round.
Yeah, Linda Vista, sweet course, temp course, and down in town there. And yeah, boy, the Missoula this year just got some crazy flooding. So you'll see that in the next video that we actually had to eliminate a couple holes that had been underwater for the first time in just decades and decades and decades.
Really?
But they were underwater as of 10 days before the tournament or something, and only then did the floodwaters recede. I mean, it was a wild year. It made for just crazy brush growth. So Montana was a lot greener and lusher for the whole rest of the summer this year than it otherwise would have been.
Making a beautiful state even prettier.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Well, round 3 should be fun. I believe we're losing yourself off the card, but we were picking up AJ Risley. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, should be fun. Christian, thank you so much for coming on. We should also thank the Chamber of Commerce. They definitely kicked down to get me out there, so huge thanks to them. And Kevin Sheehan, the whole family for hosting me. Kevin Sr. and his mom. They're the best, man.
Oh, yeah. Sheehan family's awesome. And, Kevin's younger sister, Lauren, she is a great untapped disc golf talent. So,
oh, yeah?
Yeah. No, you can already tell she's got the reach back, but I think it's only Kevin, unfortunately, who's training to be a world champ. So
fair enough. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed round 2. Make sure you come back for round 3. It is a really good one, I promise. All right, later.
Awesome. Thanks.